सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। ओम अथ श्रीमन्महाभारतान्तर्गत उद्योगपर्वान्तर्गत प्रजागरपर्वान्तर्गत विदुरनीतिः अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः। विदुर उवाच एवरी श्लोका हैज ब्यूटीफुल वैल्यूज। एक लाइफ हमारा अनबायस्ड वे, अनहेजिटेटिंग वे, विदाउट एनी रिमोर्सेस रिग्रेट्स, ये वैल्यूज को प्रैक्टिस करके उसका आनंद उठाना चाहिए। Only when Vyavahara values are practiced, then the internal purification Vyavahara values we can do. Then only the divine values of Adveshta Sarabhutana we can do. Then only we become qualified for the ultimate. So here Vidura is telling Dhritarashtra, have the Duta who has not got these 8 negative qualities, the opposite positive he has, make him your friend or an ambassador. He will fetch that work for you, he will achieve that work for you. First is astabdham, may not have this stabdhata, the rigidity, rudeness, arrogance. Aklibam, let him not be the non-performer, is equal to let him be the performer. पुरुषार्थ, पुरुषत्व करने को इच्छा उनके अंदर होना है. थर्ड वन इज दैट अदीर्घ सूत्रम, लेट हिम बी शार्प, सटल इन थिंकिंग, डिसाइडिंग, इम्प्लीमेंटिंग. Quick. I was wondering this thing कि a few days back, maybe couple of weeks, who is to be there as presidential candidate? Options are plenty. The media is going on discussing. So the panel said, quickly they decided, they did the prachara, voting is done, selected and seated there. Adirgha Sutram. Is it not? In this world, achievements happen only when you think quickly, decide quickly, act quickly. And in you and me, our life, only one reason because of which in any of the fields we don't succeed quickly, fast, is we are Dirgha Sutri. What is Dirgha Sutra? Going on worrying, imagining, without thinking properly to come to correct decision quickly. क्या ब्रेकफास्ट बनाए सुबह? दीर्घ सूत्री टेक्स 1 hour टू थिंक एंड फाइनली डिसाइड्स होटल से कुछ मंगाते. और क्या मंगाए? फिर से आधा घंटा मीटिंग. इफ इज नॉट ए दीर्घ सूत्री क्विक डिसीजन मेकर, और रात में ही चना ना भिगाएगा, सुबह उबाल कर उसमें नमक डाल के और इतना खाओ दौड़ो घोड़े की तरह, हॉर्स ग्राम. हो गया. लंच में क्या बनाया? बस दाल हो गया, सब्जी, चावल, रोटी हो गया, अचार है, पापड़, गेस्ट आ रहे, बस हो गया. दीर्घ सूत्री अब दिन भर वही सोचता है. मतलब दीर्घ सूत्री thinks about one thing for long time, not even doing even one thing. Quick decision maker thinks out many, decides many, does many. तामसिक करता होता है दीर्घ सूत्री. Is it not? ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. Then सानुक्रोशम, he should be having that sympathy, empathy, compassion. We were discussing yesterday this point elaborately. Sensitiveness. He should have the sensitivity of the mind. Okay, only in the mind sensitivity that we are able to understand others' shortcomings or weaknesses, which we can't avoid. We have to negotiate through. अगर अनुक्रोशता नहीं है तो you get stuck up in trying to punish that person or trying to create enmity or fight. नहीं है अनुक्रोशम. We are all growing individuals, not grown up. While growing, mistakes are natural. Therefore, have the anukrosham. Anukrosham for the mistakes as well as anukrosham for their sufferings and help out. है ना? कोई बस में आपके पाँव पर पाँव रखा. Anukrosham is such a crowded bus. Therefore, it is obvious. Just smile at him. While getting down, that person has 3 bags with him. Help him out to bring out 1 bag. That is another anukrosham. You did a mistake, you have forgotten. He is in a suffering, you helped him. सेम बंदा. दो एग्जाम्पल दिया एक ही बंदे के लिए ताकि अनुक्रोश का दो अर्थ समझ ले वे. रेडीनेस टू फॉरगिव फॉर द मिस्टेक्स, रेडीनेस टू हेल्प व्हेन इट इज नीडेड. दैट पर्सन शुड बी अनुक्रोश. क्लियर? फिर क्या कहते हैं? श्लक्षणम. द श्लक्षणम इज perfection in performance of every aspect. Vani is Lakshnam. Way of standing is Lakshnam. Movement is Lakshnam. Handling of the instruments is Lakshnam. Doing the work and reporting back is Lakshnam. So Lakshnam is called Lakshnam. And it is a word with meaning applicable at every moment. Lakshnam. Entry is Lakshnam. Exit is Lakshnam. The wish is Lakshnam. Wish, good morning. How do you do? Lakshana Vyakti, where aharyam anyaihi is a very important point. And it depends only on fortune and all. Sadhana, aharyam anyaihi. Little effort you can put. Aharyam anyam is not purchased by others. So by paying more salary, giving more importance value, you can hold on to that deserving candidate. But if that fellow is not interested in you for any reason and is interested in somebody, that person will be purchased. You can't do unless you witness. Other than witnessing. क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं? आप मुझे छोड़कर जाओगे? I can only watch. You are purchased by your own ego or somebody else. Go. So aharyam anyaihi. Then aroga jatiyam udara vakyam. Physical, psychological, roga he is not allowing to grow in him. And most important is Udara Vakyam. Udara Vakya is the one who's learned the art of speaking, where the words are sweet, tender, truthful, useful, well suggested, well authentic. Such person, Dutam Vadanti Ashtaguna Upapannam. With these 8 gunas, is said to be beautiful Duta. Okay. This is how the gunas are said about the Duta. Now some slokas come. Na vishvasad jatu parasya gehe gachet naraschetayano vikale na chatvare nishtishte nigudaha na rajakamyam yoshitam prarthayita. These are all general rules to be practiced to avoid unnecessary risks or fightings or complications or conflicts. व्यावहारिक चीजें. Like न विश्वासाद जातु परस्य गेहे गच्छेत नरहा चेतयानो vikale. Unless an appointment is received at a wrong time, don't go to any house. They may be sleeping, they may be busy in their own personal activity. तो ऐसे बुद्धू बनकर कहीं नहीं जाना. Have that common sense. At the higher level of common sense, when we are walking on the road, we should not even look at any house also. We should not look here and there. Apna rasta na apna hai. According to the higher dharma, it is adharma. Because we don't need to see or know anything that's happening. हमें क्या लेना है? हमें अपने काम पे जाना है. Everywhere it is. So you are in your office, you should focus only on your work. ये discipline होता है. Unless we are called. The unnecessary देखना, मस्करबाजी करना, these are all indiscipline. That is the one which leads to all problems. Like होटल में गए आप, ऑर्डर किया, अपना खाना है, खा के आ जाओ. और दूसरी टेबल क्या कौन खा रहा है भाई? You have your wisdom, you have your menu card. कोई डाउट है तो सर्वर को पूछो. The one who is doing the help. Why do you? This unnecessary खुजली कहते हैं इसको. What is that? न विश्वासाद जातु परस्य गेहे गच्छेत नरः चेतयाना विकाले. So for without prior appointment or purpose, don't visit anybody's house at odd hours especially. So na chatvare nishitishtet nigudah. And don't stand on the चार रात के टाइम. कोई ठोक देगा कार वाला या नहीं तो कोई चोर आके पकड़ के ले जाएगा, कोई शेर वेर आके अटैक करेगा. खाम खाम भटको मत बाहर. That is the meaning. Then na rajakamyam yoshitam prarthayita. That means what? You want somebody, some women to marry, you are yet unmarried. Look at if she is Her parents or herself or others higher than you are seeking her, immediately withdraw from that. Don't compete. It is only a misery. In case of women, though, you should never have any freedom or choice or expectation. मरते रहोगे. That is the main point, ultimate. Even Pururavas cannot be spared. That is ultimate. But in general, what he says here is Raja Kamyam Yoshitam na prarthayita. Means what? जो बहुत सारे सिनेमा में दिखाते हैं ना, the father of that girl is very rich, this boy very poor. Unnecessarily the fighting goes on. Nowadays, the fighting, killing, even the father-in-law and marrying her, this nonsense is promoted. In the earlier movie, that girl boy always are separate because they respect the parents. That was the values that time. And hero also like that. Yeah, by some default, the love happened for me to you. Not necessary that that has to be continued. It can be sacrificed also for the higher principles. Naturally, the father wants you to get married there, and naturally, you'll have more riches there. I can't provide it to you. It's all ये तो facts है ना कि नहीं नहीं मैं तुम्हारे साथ झोपड़ में मैं रहूंगी ये सब मूर्खता होता है नॉनसेंस ये कहने को ठीक होते हैं कर भी पाओगे तो कोई जरूरत नहीं उसका all that happens because of infatuation. If you are wise, all this नाटक नहीं होता है. Is it not? I can live with you even in the jhopadi. It's not a bada dialogue of sacrifice. It is a sign of murkhata. Please remember it. Hmm. We don't know what we are promoting many a times. हम बोलते हैं बट क्या बोलते हैं हमको नहीं पता उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंस क्या होता है. It appears like a huge dialogue when she says, "For your sake, I sacrifice my parents and all." For whose sake, that stupid fellow? And that you call it as love, nonsense. If it is a true love, the love should be for parents because they are more greater than this. You understand? Definitions change it. If you mean love, you should love parents, na? It is not a love, it is an attachment or infatuation, a weakness. This is a falling love, that is a rising love. If one respects love, he will respect parents with love and say parents को आप जिनको दिखाओगे मैं उनसे शादी करूंगी. Nothing to think about me. I don't give chance to me only. That is love. These are all attractions and all we call them as love. Why I'm explaining is generally we are talking about it. Particular point is what? Just because even if it's an object, कोई भी कार खरीदना है, एक ही कार है तो बड़ा बंदा कोई ले रहा है तो ऑक्शन तो हो सकता है उसमें तो वो ज्यादा कीमत देकर ले लेगा वो. If you get attached, you suffer. Point is that. In general, the understanding is always understand what is your level and seek only that. In the same way, न निह्नवम् अस्त्रगतस्य गच्छेत् संसृष्टमन्त्रस्य कुसङ्गतस्य न च ब्रूयान्नाश्वसिमित्त्वयीति सकारणं व्यपदेवं तु कुर्यात्. It's an interesting sloka, this one. न निह्नवम् मन्त्रगतस्य गच्छेत् संसृष्टम् अन्त्रस्य कुसङ्गतस्य न च ब्रूयात् न आश्वसिमि त्वयि इति सकारणं व्यपदेवन्तु कुर्यातु. Interesting. When 10 murkhas come together and take a decision and they are around you, you can't avoid them. Point one is don't reject them immediately. Because those 10 murkhas, dushtas, when they take a decision and when they are going to do that and then they told you, and if you reject it, first they will kill you. Therefore, when a 10 murkha or dushta collectively take a negative decision, don't reject it first immediately, first of all. Because it is a risk of life. Second, don't accept it also in front of them. Because if you accept the wrong decision of wrong people, then you are falling into wrong company. Then what to do? Intelligently do something by which you go away from that issue. This is general common sense. If you are authorized person, all that, then you command them, you employ your forces to dismantle. ये सब depending on your capacity. But generally क्या है, 10 मूर्ख या दुष्ट एक निर्णय लेते, ना कहना और रिस्क नहीं लेना, और ना हाँ कहकर नहीं फंसना. ऐसे बातें कहो जिससे तुम वहां से बच जाओगे. That is what he says. Sakaranam vyapadesham tu kuryat. Do in such a way that you go away. Like 10 of your friends sit for a drinking party. They call you also, you go. Now they have decided, they brought the things. Now they are calling you. You cannot fight with them and say, यार ये नहीं पीना वगैरह. वो बॉटल लेकर मारेंगे सर पे, या दुश्मन बनाएंगे, या छोड़ देंगे. सेम टाइम डोंट से दैट अरे फ्री में मिल रहा है मैं भी पीता हूँ. ऐसा कह दो, यार अर्जेंट काम है जा रहा हूँ, निकल जाओ वहां से. Because many a time you don't have ability capacity to change the world. You can't tell people, they are not ready to listen. Better is go away. In fact, it is individually also when somebody takes their decision without consulting you, you have to respect it. You have to accept what to do. If you take your decisions without talking to me, what can I do other than accepting? Everywhere it is like that. So too in a group. 10 दुष्ट लोग मिलकर लेते हैं, क्या करें, नेगोशिएट करके चला जाना. To be your own, to be safe, to save your own skin. In the same way, these are the 8-10 people whom we have to leave for our own safety. That sloka comes. Gruni Raja Pumshali Raja Bhrityah Putro Bhrata Vidava Vala Putra Sena Jivi Chodhrita Bhutireva Vyavahareshu Vardhaniya Surete. Good one. Tomorrow we'll see that. Om Shanti. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namah. See you. Now the Telugu class